nature is within sight of our historic village and port with their commercial entertainment and recreational offerings. Paralleling these major natural amenities are the man-made improvements of Ontario Beach Park. Here to my right, the Charlotte Genesee Lighthouse right behind us. Very fine and very fun restaurants in Charlotte. Plus additional improvements left over from the fast ferry era right over here to my right. The proposed Port Public Marina and mixed-use development plan will further improve Charlotte's built amenities. These harbor beach areas are stirringly beautiful, and now their air, waters, and beaches are much cleaner than during our industrial past. When I lived on Beach Avenue in the middle 60s, 66 and 67, Charlotte Beach, the Genesee River, and the Great Lake Ontario waters were extremely polluted. In fact, Ontario Beach Park was closed to the public for swimming for 10 years, from 66 to 76. Rochester is now very fortunate to benefit from the massive Pure Waters projects of the 70s through the 90s, the Van Laer Treatment Facility, many remedial action plan measures, the wondrous combined sewer overflow abatement tunnel system, 35 miles of tunnels under our city sewer system, which near Genesee, south of us, that tunnel system is surmounted by a wonderful River Gorge pedestrian bridge, which connects the Charlotte City West Bank with Seneca Park and its zoo on the east. Together, all these things constitute a world-class waterways infrastructure. Charlotte hosts the northern section of a wonderful riverway trail system. This system will extend entirely across New York State and into Pennsylvania. Here in our harbor, almost a mile of this amazing trail is scenically suspended to carry walkers in graceful curves over the river, the turning base wetlands, where you can visit and see up close a variety of bird, fish, amphibian, and animal life. These trails are not sufficiently connected, nor are they particularly pedestrian and bicycle friendly because they're not fully connected. Though we have an incomparable Charlotte Pier Promenade that allows us to walk more than 3,000 feet, 2/3 of a mile, into Great Lake, Ontario, that does not connect, except with very busy roadways, this bridge down here, with the East Bank and the attractions of the yacht clubs and the zoo and things that are over here. An inspiring reuse of this major monument must be undertaken in place. The Hojack is almost indestructibly built 100 feet down to Genesee bedrock. When accounting for actual environmental infrastructure and other government investments, this taxpayer-borne expense for our harbor region altogether amounts to billions of dollars. Hojack will greatly leverage these many past investments of we citizens, we taxpayers who have at all levels paid for these billions of dollars. The Hojack reuse will stimulate much good future private investment. The Crystal Bridge atrium over there will complete our riverway trail system. Its delightful under-the-river walkways will connect Charlotte on this side, Irondequoit on that side. The west and the east banks will be connected. And notice I'm wearing a Charlotte shirt and an Irondequoit hat. My daughter was raised and born on our beach house near the yacht club in Irondequoit. I now live on historic River Street in Charlotte, not far from the Beach Avenue house that I lived in, Shingleside, and had a wonderful time in, starting in 66 when the water was polluted. Now it's not polluted. We've invested. Charlotte has gotten better. The harbor port redevelopment plans are here. There is just no question that this bridge should and must be saved for posterity. On a personal note, we strongly believe that it was my wife's grandfather, Michael Hayes, who was signal supervisor for this part of the New York Central Railroad, who was head of the Hojack line, who was born in 1870, and who in 1905, when that bridge was built, was at the peak of his career with the Hojack line as head of the Hojack line. We believe he was responsible for contracting with the King Bridge Company to build this bridge. My grandson Hayes is named after, his first name is named after his great-great-grandfather's last name, Michael Hayes. Not only was this a wonderful asset for my family when I would carry my daughter across the top, now that it can stay with no obstruction to river traffic in the center of the river. It can be inexpensively glassed in. It can provide by water taxi an immediate year-round attraction, or at least a seasonal attraction by water taxi, while we all work to develop the underground tunnels, which will then connect Charlotte and Irondequoit through underground tunnels that will come up into this beautiful, beautiful bridge. Hojack will unite our harbor towns while showcasing their riches of land, waters, wetlands, forests, flora, fish, and fauna. Hojack will immerse us in the spectacle of our harbor with its sailing, fishing, and beach activities. It will stimulate appetites for its terrific nearby waterside and harbor village restaurants, yachts, and marinas. Hojack's proposed future is depicted on this side by Richard Mira. It's also depicted in the book. Can you see this, Sammy? This is just a beautiful redevelopment plan. It behooves every citizen who cares about the future, their children, their grandchildren, to take this massive investment, not to tear it down, but to turn it into a world-class attraction for Rochester. This can, will, should be Rochester's Eiffel Tower. Just as they wanted to tear down, some people wanted to tear down the Eiffel following the 1872 World Fair. Okay? They didn't tear it down. I believe it's been an asset. And Sammy Paris, who is doing the videography, will confirm that. Save the bridge. We love Hojack. We love our harbor. We love Rochester. We love Monroe County. We love the Finger Lakes. We love the Genesee Harbor. We love the Great Lakes. We love New York. Get it together, crowd. Don't give it up for one or two yacht owners over there. That's it. Goodbye. Have fun.